I know probably all you can hear is a lawnmower in the distance, but I wanted to come out here for the morning vlog and give you guys a picture of what's overhung us the time. That is the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception here in Washington, D.C. It is a Catholic basilica, and we've stayed just in the shadow of this thing. So, one thing I want us to think about here is, what does it mean just to have something like that around? Washington, D.C. has been a fantastic, absolutely fantastic experience for us. We've seen things that we have never seen before. And good morning, I say, as a group walks by us here. We've seen things that we've never seen before. We've learned what it means to be a food desert. We've learned what gentrification means, where they force elderly out of their homes. It's a whole bunch of other things in a whole different world than where we come from. Even though we all live in America, America is not equal. And that is hard for me to say. I love this country, but this country doesn't love each other. Yesterday we saw the horrible, absolutely deplorable shooting. We were on the opposite side of Washington, D.C., but we did have an incident where one of the buses that was traveling with us in the caravan, there was an ambulance that went by us and took out that bus's mirror. Now in the South, if something like that happened, people would step aside and help, but in Washington, D.C., I watched no one step aside and help. It was not our bus, thankfully, but it was the bus of the other group that we have worked with all week. This sad moment just illustrates where our nation has come to. One nation divided, one nation out for itself. This is disturbing, and it's a disturbing trend that we are seeing. Washington, D.C. has taught me just how much the people of this country truly need our prayers and need our intervention. Today we ride in on the subway to the monuments of Washington, D.C. There from the National Mall, we will distribute food packets in the middle of a food desert to the homeless. The food packet isn't much. It is one meal. We will be distributing the hygiene packets that Lisa Hudson and Pierre Foods was so good to donate to us. As we distribute these things, we hope to make a difference. Linville asked how close we were to the madness. We were actually on the other side of the city, but they mobilized just about every law enforcement agency and every emergency service agency in the city. We were on the opposite side, though. We didn't get caught up in anything. We didn't even know it was going on. We were doing yard work. But what I want us to think about is just what Christ has done for all of us. Just what Christ has poured out for all of us. And here we return just a small portion of that, whether it be just a box of food or a hygiene packet. And we share the gospel with whoever we go in contact with. The dear ladies that we helped yesterday, there was just, to see them in that condition where there was very little hope that things would change for them. They wanted to stay in their homes, but actions are being taken to force them out. It's a sad state of affairs that our country is like this, but God still has our country and still has the hope. We have to give Christ everything that we have. We have to show Christ everything that we have. And maybe, just maybe, He'd be willing to heal our land if we call upon His name. And that's what we need to think about. So, as we go into the city today, we are going to go, teach, and make disciples, and we will hopefully go live from the monuments.